Hey guys, it's Claire
and Don,
and we are showing you another one of our weekly garden tours. Thank you so much for being here. We're in Zone 7B, north of Atlanta, and we have been documenting our journey to grow food while we've been sitting out performing because of you know what. So some of you don't know us as a folk rock duo, but we are. And we're very excited to tell you that we have one of our songs getting some radio airplay all across the country. So if you are wanting to check us out as musicians, make sure you do that. The song right now that is getting some airtime is called Right Here, and you can find that on YouTube or any streaming platform of your choice. So, you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay guys, so I went ahead and got out here early this morning and I harvested some herbs. We've got dill, we've got some purple basil, then I've got oregano, tarragon, and then I guess regular basil, although it's a mix of a variety of basils. But we're starting to get close to the first frost. And whatever I don't harvest, we will lose. So I'm really wanting to be intentional over this week and hopefully even next week. Hopefully I get 2 more weeks to get all of this out of the ground. So today I want to make some herb vinegars because that's an easy way to add a lot of flavor to salads or fish and chicken. So I want to work on that. So when Dawn and I were talking about what we wanted to show you this week for the video, it really occurred to us that we've been having lots of really nice surprises lately. And that's one of the joys of the garden, right? Is to really like find that peace and that rhythm with Mother Nature and to learn how to let things go at in a natural rhythm. At least that's what I'm learning from the garden. So this bed is a great example of surprises because if you've been watching our videos, you know a couple of weeks ago I did a major cleanup and there were a ton of plants in this bed. And I left this one cherry tomato plant because it had 0 fruit on it. And I thought I would just let it vine and have it be sort of a natural mulch, natural ground cover. You would not believe how many cherry tomatoes are on this plant right now. And it's just such a nice surprise because all the rest of them were done and they were tired and we went ahead and composted them, and this one is just getting started. So I want to show you all the pictures of all the cherry tomatoes we have coming up. Another surprise that this bed really represents is this catnip. You guys, I just put this catnip down by seed in February, March, and it didn't really germinate. I didn't think anything was happening with it. I guess last month I came out here and realized it was growing, and thankfully I had one of my popsicle stick labelers in there. That's how I knew what it was. But what's fun about this is when we planted this, we didn't have cats. And so I was just planning it to plant it as a plant. But now we actually have 2 kittens, Reggie and Muppet, and I'm really excited about maybe making some little cloth pouches and we can shove the catnip in there and see if they like it. So that was fun. We've got these mini bell peppers growing. I've got one plant here and I've got another plant here. And this was also seed that we planted very, very, very early in the year that just never took off, never did anything. And when I was cleaning out the bed, I realized, wow, this plant is doing something. And so that's what it is. It's mini bell peppers. I don't know that they're gonna grow that much between now and our next frost, but it's such a great surprise to see them coming up. And then I think the final surprise of this bed is just the beauty of this okra. You know, these were from a seed pod that we took from Barnsley Gardens when we were on vacation last year in Thanksgiving. We planted them having no idea what they would do. We've never grown okra before. We had no idea it would be these huge plants and really these just absolutely gorgeous flowers. Another surprise is that we would still have tomatoes here mid-October. I think last year we pulled our tomatoes mid-September, maybe. So again, when I did that major clean out, I left this plant because it looked promising. I mean, these are Cherokee purples, which is my favorite, so I sort of wanted to gamble. And I think it was worth the gamble. So we'll go ahead and pull this plant out now and compost it, but this will be our last batch of homemade marinara tomato sauce tomato sandwiches. So another surprise is these nasturtiums, and I hope you get a chance to really see how just vibrant they are and robust. I mean, all the way like crawling over the sideline. When we planted these beds in the spring, my goal was to have nasturtiums on the edges of the beds, sort of overflowing like they're doing. I had no idea that they would continue to flower in mid-October. They've just been going strong, and they're really taking up a lot more real estate than what I expected. My vision was that they would stay in this last square foot and come out, but really they've taken up a couple of square feet now. And all of the plants that we've had planted next to the nasturtiums have had very, very, very little pest damage. And so I feel like just through firsthand experience now, I can really say this is a great plant if you're wanting to do an organic garden, because it really does help keep down the pests. We could see a huge difference this year, and the nasturtium leaves and the nasturtium flowers are edible. They taste kind of peppery, a little bit like a sting and horseradish. I was telling Dom we should eat some nasturtium salads. He said no thank you. But it really has a great flavor. It's really nice on like a grilled cheese or avocado toast. So not only is it pretty and functional in your garden, but it is also edible, okay? So this has been a fabulous surprise for us. Another fabulous surprise is this dahlia. I bought a set of these peach coral dahlias to honor one of my friends that passed away far too young, Stephanie. And I bought these also with the lilies that bloomed on my birthday for my friend Patty, and I wanted to plant them together. But when we planted the dahlias over there with the lilies, some animal dug them all up. So that was very disappointing. I took what I could and I planted them here, and then they really didn't do much, and I just thought maybe we had lost them. But a couple days ago I saw this had bloomed. So that's a really special treat, and I know I kind of missed it in terms of getting it in time to put it inside in a vase, but now I know it's here, and it looks like there's a couple of other ones coming up. So again, we're now like in a race against Mother Nature just to see if we can get through the frost. Okay guys, so thank you so much for walking around our garden with us this morning and letting us share with you some of the surprises that we really feel blessed by. We would love to hear from you. What are the surprises that you're getting from your garden? We'd love to hear about that. In fact, every time you leave a comment, it makes this whole process for us so much more fun, and other people are getting to read what you have to say too. So not only are you inspiring us or educating us, but you're inspiring and educating this whole community. All right, thanks so much, you guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday.